Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. My name's Tammy. So today's video is a lotion making video for you. I have never made a lotion on this channel before, and it's really because I haven't made a lotion in a couple years. It's probably been about 3 since I've even made a lotion, and that's simply because my creams sell and outstrip my lotion sales 5 times more. People will buy my creams and just my lotions just sit there most of the time. I don't know why, but the creams have it for me, so I kind of backed off and stopped making lotions. But check this bottle out. I have these beautiful frosted glass bottles. I got these from SKS, and I have just enough to make 2 different scents. A lot of you may know that I am doing a big refresh in this room probably in November. And what I mean by refresh is every single thing is coming out of this room, off my walls, cabinetry, everything. I'm going to rip up the flooring. I'm going to repaint. Moving off ingredients and packaging is just going to make that easier to then not have to move those and put them back or find new spots, because I'm sure I will do some reorganizing during all of this time as well. So guys, this recipe came originally from the Lotion Crafter website. I believe what I did, if I remember right, is I wanted to turn the cream that I used and loved into a lotion. And I wasn't back then exactly sure how to go about doing that. And my first thought was, well, let's just add more water. That's not necessarily the #1 thing you should think about. It should be more of your emulsifiers and your thickeners and different things like that that make your lotion thick. This recipe originally was a cream that I turned to a goat milk cream that I then turned into a lotion, a goat milk lotion. I'm going to show you how I made the lotion, and then I will link the original recipe, or at least the formula page, down below, and you can check that out if you want to get started on your own creams or lotions. So I will see you on the other side, guys. This day has gotten away from me so badly. It is after 4 o'clock, guys. So in my smaller pot here, everything's been sprayed down with 70% alcohol. So in here I have water, aloe vera liquid, I have some glycerin, I have my goat milk powder, as you can see, and let me see, I have Disodium EDTA, and I think that's it. I'm going to weigh this real quick. 3522 grams, and make a note of that. And that way I can top that off with any water loss from the heating. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get all of my heated oil phase in this pot here. I'm going to be adding my Glyceryl Stearate PEG 100 Stearate. That's my emulsifier. Cetyl Alcohol will be my thickener. My oils are coconut, fractionated coconut, and shea butter. And then my conditioning emollient is going to be my IPM, which is isopropyl myrcete. I love that for lotions or creams. And then my vitamin E oil as well is all going to go in here. So I'll be right back when I have all that weighed out. So I have my heated oil phase all weighed out and ready to go. It's on the second burner here. This is starting to feel like it's boiling, or sounding like it's boiling. I'm going to break up some of that tension that's going on down in there, because I don't think it's very hot yet. It just needs a little love in here. I'm going to get my stick blender in here and break up all of this goat milk powder that I added. Uh-oh. Did this battery die too? Well, it's dead, guys. It wouldn't happen to be because I've dropped it 5,000 times or anything like that. So I'm going to go grab the one I have upstairs that I just put new batteries in today. Look at me be prepared. Thank goodness I put batteries in that thing today. Oils and my butters are all perfectly heated through. About 175, 180 in that range. I'm going to go weigh this off really quickly and see how much water loss I have here. All right. I had about 40 grams of water loss on that. So I'm going to take this, Get it off the heat. Can you see? And then I'm going to pour my water in. Okay, now we get to stick blend. I haven't shown you guys my bottles in a really long time, so let me show you my bottle. If you can read that, this is what I created for all of my different preservatives. So I have my name, I have the pH range, the usage rating, and then little notes down here. Big for me is the, where is it at? Oh, add below 122. That's really important to know. I don't want to burn off my preservative or make it inactive because I added it in a too hot of a solution. But I also have like little soluble and catatonic and ionic and non-ionic water soluble formulas. You know, water and oil or oil and water, it doesn't matter. But I have to let this cool off quite a bit before I can add my next round of ingredients. So I'm just going to stick blend this off and on until it hits below that 122, guys, and then I'll add my next ingredients. Wow, that took forever. I mean, seriously, that took forever. I've made chicken soup. I've been working around upstairs and downstairs. That took forever. Oh, anyway, normally I would put it in an ice bath to help it cool down a little faster. But it's easier to do upstairs. When back in the day when I did it in my kitchen, it was easy to do that. Down here in the basement, it's not so easy, and I just skipped it this time and regretted it. All right, I was gonna make my liquid soap today, guys, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time. It's getting so late. So in this little jug I just poured in here is the preservative and my cyclomethicone. Oops. And that is a silicone. And I'm going to get that blended in really well. It's still pretty fluid, even though it is cooled down quite a bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and check the pH at this point. I'm going to put 5 grams of my lotion in here. So that is a 10% solution, and I'm going to go ahead and see what the pH is. Well, that didn't take long at all. It's at a 7.7. It's going down still a little bit. Let me put my glasses on. Yeah, 7.65. So I'm going to rinse this off again. Where's my water? I keep moving things. Take that back down to neutral. And we're going to do this again, but I am going to add a little bit of my 50% citric acid solution into this. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get that blended in. It doesn't seem like 1 gram would do any bit of good at all, but I have gone too fast on this and went too far the other way, so I want to make sure I'm doing it slowly but surely. Let's test her again. It just moved a tiny bit. Okay, maybe I'll put like 3 grams in. 5.10. I am going to call that good. So that took quite a bit more than I expected. I kept doing the 10 gram increments because I was just worried about going over. Then I went up to 15. It was taking a lot. And I ended up with right around 100 grams. All right, so pH 1 or something like that. I'll have to watch the tape again to see what it was, so I can make a note. I'm calling that good. I think that is a fine pH for a lotion. All right, now that that's done, and that took forever, guys. My goodness, I have a mess. Hang on, let me clean up a little bit. All right, so this is ready for me to split, and half of this batch is 68.25 ounces. I'm going to get this in my other pitcher here. Oh, I'm making a mess. I can't even see my numbers. So up here is going to be my Sea Salt and Orchid. I'm going to set that over here on that side. On this side is my lavender. Set that over there so I remember. I'm doing a fragrance load of 2% for my lotions and creams. Pretty standard for me. It's still over 100, just barely, but that's still pretty warm to bottle. I need it to cool down a bit before I can bottle it. Alright guys, I'm going to clean up here a little bit, get my bottles out and ready, and let these cool off, and then we'll come back and hopefully be able to bottle them before the end of the night, because clearly I'm not making liquid soap tonight. It's like after 6. The room shuts down by 8. It's still a little warm, but honestly it's 8 o'clock and I am starving and I am ready just to be done. So I am going to go ahead and bottle these up. So I've tared my scale here. I have a little funnel on my bottle. I think it's going to hold about 9 if I remember right. It's just been so long since I've made the lotion. Oh, no. 8.15. I might go just a little bit higher. We'll see. I'll start with 8.15 and see what that gets me. What am I doing? I'm not even paying attention, guys. I'm too tired. I'm gonna have to clean that bottle off. That's 8.25. That's probably not too bad. Maybe we'll do 8.25. Gosh darn it. I gotta make sure I have enough room for my pump top to get in there. So the rest is going to go, I don't know if with the white table if you're going to be able to see this clear bottle. It's just like a little 4-ounce oblong bottle. And I'm not sure how much will fit in here. It's got a little bit of a bigger opening, so it's a little easier to maneuver. That's right at 4. I don't want to weigh that spill, so I always have to clean that off to make sure we're still at 4. All right, I'm going to finish filling up all my bottles. I'm going to finish filling these up off camera. All right, guys, hopefully I had my ISO up, whatever that means, and hopefully it wasn't too washed out. I thought it was looking a little white earlier. But here's my labels. I thought I would show you those. I just redid my Sea Salt and Orchid labels, and I think these are so pretty. I'm really happy with them. So I'm just going to show you a couple here. It's been a while since I've shown you my labeling. My husband, he had to work on my printer. And I was like, do I just need a new printer? He said, no. I said, we have nothing but trouble with this printer. And he said, honestly, Tammy, we really don't. And he is a copy repair guy. So he's a good one to know. All right, so for my 4 ounces, I have this little band here that I created to go right on the edge of my jar, so that's kind of how I do that. There we go. They're gonna show up. And then there's my lavender 4-ounce jar. Okay. And then here's my lavender glass jar, if that is going to show up for you. And I'm going to do one of my larger Sea Salt and Orchid jars. So I'm kind of particular about my pump tops. They have to face the right direction. And I like them facing that way. And I'm going to put the label on so that that is how I want it there. Just like that. So when they're sitting on the table, all of my pump tops are facing to this side of jar. Am I the only one that's like that? I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure I'm not. And like these, I like the openings to be facing away from my little strip here, if I can. Like this one is for sure strip opening. Anyway, guys, all right, I'll be right back. I'm going to finish these. All right, they're done, and guys, I just think they're so pretty, and I have an air pocket in my label here. There's another air bubble, but look, there's my lavender. I've updated my lavender, so I think it's really pretty. And there is the back. And I love my Sea Salt and Orchid one. I've updated that scent as well. I think that is so pretty. I have my stripe and all my ingredients on the back and all my information. I'm stoked about this label. I think it's so pretty. I actually thought I might do a Canva video on how I created this and how I use my images and have to resize them and crop them and angle them to get them to fit the size of label that I like and needed, because I had to do quite a bit of tweaking to the image on this label to get it to work with what I wanted it to do. So I thought I might do a Canva video. I don't know if it's a tutorial, but maybe a Canva tutorial on how I did that. If you're interested, let me know and I'll definitely do it. And here's the 2 little lotions as well, the little smaller size 4-ounce bottles. I have my stripe right there. I think they're adorable, guys. I thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate a thumbs up and maybe even a subscribe. That really does help my channel, and I appreciate you guys so much. Stay tuned next week. I'm going to bring you the liquid soap that matches these lotions. Then I'll see ya. Bye, guys.